Welcome to Scythian Dragon Lord's Education channel. This video is going to be about the family tree of the Magyar Turul Dynasty from the first Land King Menroth the Great, all the way to Attila, Geza, Udyek, all the different black Huns, which came from that Etelka's Ukraine, also the Caucasian Mountains area. Now, looking at Attila's family tree of the Turul Dynasty kings of King Menroth, it actually covered a vast area. The Turul Dynasty, his main area was the Anatolia, Mesopotamia area that went out towards the Parthia area. The later Western Huns, which was Attila's title of 59th king of the Huns. He was also a Scythian king and what we call a Chasar, which was almost like a Caesar, like a landlord. That's why he was considered the first world king. But his bloodline, if you look at the family tree that I have posted on the left here, you can see they have names going back to Ham and Noah and stuff like that. Okay, that's cool, but the main Turul Dynasty, that is actually pretty much started during the Attila process. That goes back to his uncle Ruga, back to Balbamar and all the different Hun kings. The Hun and the Scythian identity, they are similar, but they are not the same. So the Hun is an identity, that started around the Western Hun identity around Target Tower, so around 220 BC era, 212 BC era, and their area was vast. They controlled all parts of Eurasia, and then they did the land actually started getting taken over. They moved tribes and they started coming back. But the original Magyars, they left the old Europe around 2000 BC, and they went north, south, east, west, and then the Hun identity was evolved later on. After Attila died, his sons, they went different directions, and they also fought each other, and there was some gold stolen and all kinds of different stuff. But most of the bloodline that goes back, it'll go back to Prince Arpad, and these are what is called the Black Magyars, or the Black Huns, and they resided around the Black Sea. That used to be called the Magyar Sea, and that was actually drained into from the Pannonia Sea that existed a long time ago. They actually engineered and drained the water into the Black Sea. It used to be just a lake around 7,000, and then all the Greek and they have proof of the elongated skull people. They all lived there, and then once it got flooded, they moved out to different areas. Now, on this map, you can see all the vast areas that the Arpads had connections. This is because most of the daughters and kids and everything were married into the families of the different royal families. But most of them, at the time, they inherited the land from the Magyars that were the landlords at the time. They spoke Magyar. They used the Magyar Rovás Írás, which is the writing system. And like I said, that got moved down to Mesopotamia after the trade network got moved down there. Once, the Magyars collapsed in Volga, they moved back to the Carpathian Basin. Once the Tarim Basin Magyar areas got overtaken, those Magyars some settled in the Caucasian area, and some actually went back to the Carpathian Basin. But they all spoke Magyar, and they were all originally from the Carpathian Basin. And also similar with the Mesopotamia and the Anatolian Magyars. Those Magyars, once they saw the earthquakes and they know about the volcano and the line that goes up to Armenia, they got out of that place a long time ago, and they went back to the Carpathian Basin. But most of the Magyars that left were ousted or exiled from the pagan Hungarian kingdom. At the time, they did not really kill anybody. They just, we just exiled them and stuff like that. That's why you have Magyars all over the world, is because they just exiled them. We didn't kill them. We're not that many people, so they didn't end up killing everybody. So they just, went ahead and, did a nice exile and says, hey, go live your life. And some of these people ended up creating more empires, and one person, became a whole village. And that's how you see all these different names of us, all the different parts of the world. Now, during these times, the Hungarian kingdom, known as the Kingdom of the Virgin Mother. This was also known in the Middle Ages as Regnum Marianum, the Reign of Mary. Kingdom of the Virgin Mary. Was also called Archie Regnum, Archie Reign, Archetype, or Archaic Kingdom. Traditions of the Virgin Mother Goddess goes far back to the primordial times. Its meaning lays in astrology and astronomy. The cult of the Virgin Mother Goddess may be found all over the world. In Hungarian tradition, the Hungarian kingdom is under her ruleship. She's not only the protector, the patron of the Hungarians, but also the queen of the kingdom. The nations of the steppes and the horse archer nations had the Virgin Mother as their queen long before Christianity existed. This later on started to be associated in Christianity with Virgin Mary. The religion of the Magyars in the early 9th century was identified as Scythia's Gentilis et Ethnicus Ritus, right of the Scythian nations and the folks, or the right of the Scythian Gentiles and pagans, where Gentiles means a non-Judaic Christian and pagan means countryman, peasant, villager. This was the Scythian Christianity, the basis of the Judeo-Christianity. A side branch was called Manchaism. That was under like Mani, and for the Scythian Mother Goddess, they had names under Draconia Scythia and Draconia Enchinata. This will be continued. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.